Matt and Irlanne under Texas skies. Faith, truth, and events unfold. In every episode, our stories told. From the heart of Texas.
Well, hello, people. And just like that, we are back to fill you in into fill you in on what's been going on, what you've missed, and what's to come with automotive news and rants and some more rants, some automotive laughs, and all that good stuff.
Some more rants.
All that good stuff. All wrapped up in the Automotive Truth. I'm Irlanne Pollard.
And I'm Matt Pollard.
And this is once again the Automotive Truth. Thanks for joining us again. Thanks to all that continue to subscribe, follow, share. We appreciate you all for always doing that for us. We really do. We're thankful for you all. We've had an eventful day today. We usually record on Fridays, but here we are on a Saturday because our boy, has moved out. He's got a nice place, very nice place, and we're kind of missing him. Even when he started saying that he was about to leave and he'd signed his paperwork, it started to sink in, right?
Yeah.
That we're not gonna see him come home, in his FedEx. In his FedEx uniform, complaining about something, talking about he's hungry, he's tired or something. But we're grateful and very proud of the boy for making that huge step, because it's a big commitment, he's living the life on his own right now.
Yeah. It took moving to Texas for the kids to grow up.
Yeah,
but it's a good thing.
Yeah, it is a wonderful thing, and so soon we'll be empty nesters. Because Guelita, who is mommy, is going back to the island to go, live in her house and enjoy her retirement. Really enjoy her retirement.
Yes.
But yeah, that's what's going on in the Pollard household. So many things, so many changes. But change is good. Change is good.
Yeah, change is really good.
What do you say, Matt?
Not that Obama changed, but more like Make America Great change.
Yes.
That's the good change.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
yeah, a lot going on. The kids moving out is a wonderful thing, and
the grandbaby's coming soon.
Yeah, well,
so
much for saving money.
About a month away.
Yeah.
So
we're having some camera issues. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, if something happens, oh no.
Yep.
Looks like our main camera went out, but we shall continue.
We're gonna press our way.
We're gonna press on through.
Because I got the mic. So if you haven't liked, subscribed, and shared any of these episodes, please do so right now. Go click that subscribe button and that notification button and that share button.
Yeah, help us out. Help us get on the algorithm.
Yes.
And
help us make YouTube great again.
Help us put our stuff out there so we can help some people.
Yeah, so our mugs pop up on your notifications. Please do so.
Help people with our PSAs.
I was just gonna say,
help people with our Matt's technical knowledge. Not so much mine, but I can help you on the Bible side. I can help encourage you. But yeah, whatever you need. That would be, you can connect us.
Absolutely.
Connect us, and we can help in whatever you need. I mean, we know some stuff.
We know. I think we're going to make a Connect just for Irlanne, so she can have that women empowering women circle. They have these circles on there. Yeah. And you join and you can share information and all kinds of stuff like that. So I think we're going to do just one for her as well. And then if
and then you can reach out directly to me, and you don't have to go through him to get to me.
Maybe if there's a question you want to ask a female and you don't want me to see.
That's true.
You can reach out to her.
That's true. Very, very true. Yeah. All right, my pal. Let's go down this tube.
Let's go down this rabbit hole.
All right.
Of course, you know what's first. Rants.
We're going to rant in the house.
Let's get into this.
This rant. We spoke maybe last week, I think.
Here we go again. We
talked about
sorry.
We talked about some. Oh, actually, no. It was something we were reacting to a video that Charlie Kirk did
The college campus?
in one of the campuses that he was
Yes.
speaking at, and there was a young man who was saying or accusing that he was kind of like a Jussie Smollett situation.
Yep, that's for sure.
That some men, he didn't specify whether it was men or women, I don't know, but he said that some people came towards him.
Well, he was very specific on the people that came.
Oh, well, no, I'm about the gender. He didn't say whether there were women or men. He just said people.
No.
But that wanted to SA him, and that supposedly they had MAGA hats on, and that, all this, that they wanted to hurt him and do bad things to him, but yet when Charlie said, "Where are they? We need to go to the officials. Let's go to the campus police and let them know, this is we can't let people walk around doing this, like, this is real." And the kid was very like nonchalant. Well, not nonchalant. That's not the word. He was very light about it, I guess.
Yeah, he did not care.
He didn't care. He just wanted to continue to argue the fact of whatever he was talking to with Charlie Kirk.
I don't even know what it is. His question was.
So Charlie Kirk, I don't remember either, but Charlie Kirk said, "Well, wait. This doesn't look good. This doesn't look good for the university. You're claiming that people did this, and anyways, in all, and everything that happened, he said, what's against the law? Not only that people come against you and do these things, but what else is against the law? Lying is against the law."
That's true.
And so he basically called him a Jussie Smollett. Part 2, because you really can get the sense, and go look for the video if you want. You can really get the sense that he wasn't telling the truth. He wasn't at least telling the full truth about what had happened to him, because he wasn't concentrating on wanting to go see the police or whatever about it. But in any event, this is happening more and more. And I'm going to play this video, and I'm sure everybody's already seen this because it's become great news. But this continues to happen around us. At the workplace, at the campuses, and we need to put a kibosh on this. We need to put a axe on this, because this is no bueno.
What is no bueno?
The Jussie Smollett effect. Lying about MAGA or whoever, white people or whatever it may be, threatening people with nooses and racism and that they're because stop lying, stop. There is racism out there, but stop lying about it. Okay. Anyway, I digress. Let me play this little clip here of this news, and we'll rant the more.
During the investigation, video surveillance and building access control records were reviewed to identify city employees present on the 3rd floor.
So let me just recap this real quick. So this young lady right here claimed that somebody at work put a noose on her desk, and so they did a thorough investigation on of course it's a hate crime, and so they did all this, and then the detective will say the rest about what they did.
City Hall between the time Ms. Brown left for work on the afternoon of January 9, 2025, and her arrival on the morning of January 10th. Those employees were interviewed. Each was asked if they would provide a buccal swab for DNA testing if needed. Every employee agreed, except for Ms. Brown.
Red flag number one?
The
Red
one
flag?
that she put in the claim or the accusation, whatever you call it, right?
Yeah, she made a big
She's
fuss
the one.
about it, and she called the police, and she wanted to press charges and investigation and all this. They asked for DNA, and everybody said yes, let's do it, and she was the only one that said no.
She's like the NASCAR driver, remember? You found a noose in my garage.
That's right. That
Initially cooperative, Ms. Brown later requested that the investigation be discontinued. The noose was submitted to the Pennsylvania State Police Crime Lab for DNA testing.
Red flag number 2.
Dismiss the case.
She said, "Forget it. I don't want to investigate. Forget it. Let's put a kibosh on this."
Testing on January 14, 2025. On January 24, 2025, a search warrant was approved by the Lehigh County District Attorney's Office for Ms. Brown's DNA, and a DNA sample was obtained that same day. On January 27, 2025, Ms. Brown's buccal swab was submitted to the Bethlehem Regional Crime Lab of the Pennsylvania State Police for comparison with DNA profiles recovered from the noose. On March 10, 2025, the Forensic DNA Division of the Pennsylvania State Police issued a written report indicating that Ms. Brown's DNA matched the DNA profile obtained from the swabs of both the outer surface.
Well,
What'd she do?
well,
Bite the rope when she was making the knot?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I guess you can get DNA from your
Maybe
hands and stuff.
your skin?
Yeah, you can get it off your hands. And
The outer surface and inner knotted portion of the noose after it was taken apart. No other person's DNA profiles found on the evidentiary items involved in this investigation. As a result of this investigation earlier today, Detective Harold Bonds of the Allentown Police Department filed charges against LaTarsha Brown at District Court 31-2-01 for the criminal.
Tables have turned, huh? The tables have turned.
well, there you have it. Well, there you have it. You can't do this and think you're going to get away with it.
Right?
You just can't do this. And she's arrested. There's charges now pressed against her because this is against the law. Like you can't do this. This is just disgusting to me. Just like all this Tesla stuff and all this that's happening with I mean, it's just, come on. What is going on with America? All right. This is the first case. The first case that of my rant. Here's another one.
Well, we have two today, folks.
We have the same, going down the same vein.
Buy one, get one free?
Same vein.
Let's go over more fake crimes. We'll go to Texas A&M.
Isaiah Martin says he found this when he walked to his car Wednesday afternoon. Handwritten signs along his windshield.
One said, all lives matter, and the other said, you don't belong here. And then the other one was very explicit. It's at the N-word with the hard R. For them to go to that length to like find out what I'm driving, like who I am, that just goes to show like how much hate they have in their heart.
Martin took to Twitter to show what happened.
And then you went to Twitter to go tell the story. Like people must be getting paid for this.
Ain't nobody care about him. I'm sorry.
I think people.
All the people that go to A&M.
I think people are getting paid to do this.
You think reporters are doing this to get a story?
Somebody's doing this because nobody in their right mind really is going to do this just because.
Right.
Just because there could be hate. There could be a lot of hate going on in the world, but I just. Unless money is involved, I really don't think somebody's going to go to the length of this. First of all, that lady's going to jail or getting arrested, losing her job. You know, there's a domino effect on these things.
Yes.
And now this young man is probably going to get kicked off of campus and look ridiculous. And there might be, I don't know if there's charges going to be pressed against him, but they should. But anyways, let's play the rest of this guy's pod.
What happened? Thousands responded, including the university. A&M President Michael K. Young released this statement Thursday, offering a $1,200 reward to anyone with information leading to an arrest. Young says, "We are tired of bigoted members of our community marring the experiences of students of color."
To be an Aggie is to be a person of welcoming and a accepting nature. When I first got here, like if I knew that, I would have never came to A&M.
Martin tells me
went to
university
UC.
police are reviewing security footage.
Oh, they reviewed the footage, and it turns out the person who put the notes on Isaiah Martin's car was Isaiah Martin.
Wow.
Did Michael Young, the president of Texas A&M,
Apologize?
did he apologize for those accusations? The one that said he was tired of bigoted members of his community marring the experiences of people of color. Did he apologize for that? And by the way, when he says bigoted members of his community, he means
white people.
White people.
Yeah. I was
And
just
whatever
gonna
happened
ask
to
you,
Isaiah
what do you think he
Martin,
meant by
the
that?
perp that committed this fraud? The one who said he couldn't believe how much hate they have in their heart to do something like this. He's talking about the imaginary people who didn't write the fake letter. Did anything happen to him?
Nope.
Of course not.
But if it was the other way around, it would.
Wow. I just don't know what else to say about this. This is it's disgusting. It's so low. Like, why? I'm telling you that money has to be behind this. Somebody's paying somebody to do these extreme things. They're not just going to do it just because of the views or just because, to go viral or whatever. That has to do with money also. But I believe that, they're getting paid by somebody.
Something's got to be going on.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just getting ridiculous.
It is. It is.
You have to do this to try to prove racism.
Yeah.
Just let things go.
Yeah.
And stop talking about it, and
it'll go away.
It'll go away.
Yeah, it'll go away.
The problem is that's what the problem probably is it's going away.
Yeah.
People really don't care.
And people want to bring it back to the forefront.
And they want to make sure it's in the forefront and it's in the light of everything.
Just like the devil, just like the enemy.
Yep.
He wants to stir things up, and he wants to, continue to put darkness everywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
Division everywhere. Everything that breaks up unity is what the enemy wants to do. And he's using people left and right, whether it's by using them for money, for paying them for money, for views, or for whatever it is. He's using people for that. And not that we're glorifying the devil, but we want to make sure that you know
who it is.
That it is the enemy that wants to divide, and wants to divide within. We talked about this before, right? The enemy likes to divide within. Like, he doesn't go and attack from outside or whatever. He goes into the center of it all and starts to divide within.
Yeah, that's
Whether it's in a classroom, at the job, at the church,
in the marriage, in the family.
In the family, he divides within. Nobody from the outside is coming in. He starts to use your brother, your sister, your mother, your cousin, whatever. That's just how he works. Anyway, I digress. That's my rant, and I'm done.
Okay. And that. And after all that.
Yeah.
We're getting into some news.
We are in
What
some
you got,
news.
Miss P?
I got several things. Although our sound doesn't sound great, and I hope it sounds okay when we come out of this.
I know we got a camera that's
when we export
I don't
it.
think is recording.
Do you want to go hit it real quick?
We have
Go hit it real quick.
we
and
have
see what we can do.
connectivity issues.
Go hit it real
We
quick.
have all kinds of stuff going on here.
I don't know what's happening. I like the devil is a liar. He's really trying to shut things down. But we come against you with the blood of Jesus Christ. Wow.
All right, let's try it
okay,
again. Let's
we're
go.
back. It sounds wonderful. Now I can hear myself. All right, we're back, and we're in these automotive news streets.
News streets.
Automotive
Beep,
news
beep, 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 beep.
streets. Yes. All right. So first thing, Matt, I want to bring to your attention is this. I've been seeing reels and news clippings out there about fraud when people are buying cars, and then when they buy cars, because they gave fraudulent income paperwork and or ID or whatever the case may be, and then the banks find out that this is wrong or whatever, then the car's already gone. The customer already has it. So now the dealerships are paying
paying back the loans,
getting charged back for those loans.
Wow.
Here, let me show you this real quick so you can you can be aware. Everybody,
Something's happening in auto finance, and it's costing billions. In 2024 alone, auto lending fraud hit $9.2 billion. But it's not identity theft. It's something more dangerous. Real people, real names, faking jobs, income, and even credit just to get approved. And it's working. This kind of fraud now accounts for 72% of auto lenders' losses.
Wow.
And that's not the scariest
72%?
part. Criminal networks
72% is a very high number. That's a lot. I probably should have.
That's 3/4.
Did a little more research on this, but this is the car dealership guy. Y'all go look him up. He's and follow him. Follow his stuff. He's got really good information.
Yeah, he's got a lot of information.
Criminal networks are using synthetic identities, credit washing, and now AI, deep fakes, fake pay stubs, documents that look so real, even the experts are getting fooled. Dealers are now getting hit with loan buybacks. Lenders are pulling back,
Wow.
and the fraud, well, it's spreading fast. So here's the question. If the system can't tell who's real anymore, who's actually behind the next deal? Let us know. Have you seen signs of this where you are?
Crazy.
What?
Dealerships are gonna. The percentage is so high. That means it's happening every day. It's got to be happening every day.
Yeah, but 72% of... Is he saying 72% of the loans?
Yeah, let's go back a little bit over here when he's...
Are dangerous. Real people, real names, faking jobs, income, and even credit just to get approved. And it's working. This kind of fraud now accounts for 72% of auto lenders' losses. And that's not the scariest part. Criminal networks
Auto lenders.
Go ahead, finish this.
Auto lenders. So that's the banks.
Okay. Still, it's happening.
That's saying 72% of the paperwork going in is fake?
That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
Criminal networks are using synthetic identities, credit washing, and now AI, deep fakes, fake pay stubs, documents that look so real, even the experts.
You know what's going to have to happen? I feel like they're going to have to either get somebody like a hacker or somebody that can detect these things, or somebody on the other side. You know, that's how the government does too. You know that, like the FBI, they will arrest somebody, an informant or whatever line of you know, activity or illegal stuff that's happening. And just like that movie, we I don't remember that movie, Catch Me If You Can, when he was doing all the check fraud things, and he was it was Leonardo DiCaprio, and he was acting like he was a doctor, and he was doing like massive check fraud, and he did, I mean, tons of criminal, and he got away with it until the end. This FBI agent continued to follow him, continued to, like, he wouldn't let go, he wouldn't let up. He finally got him, like years studying his patterns, and he caught up to him. Anyways, because he was young and so smart at these things, the FBI hired him, and I think he retired not so long ago, maybe a few years back. The FBI hired him to check fraudulent checks and to actually be part of their investigations when it had to do with fraudulent checks and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. Really good movie. If you never saw it, you need to go see it. It's Leonardo DiCaprio and Catch Me If You Can. Anyway, yeah, a lot of fraud going on, and even, you heard this guy, even professionals can't tell the difference. Can't tell the difference between what's real and what's not.
I wonder if it's the customer coming in with it, or is the dealership creating
it? Could be a little bit of both. It could be a little bit of both, I would say.
Yeah,
they come in and they're like, listen, all I got is this, you know, is there something you can help me out with? Like, this is, and they're like, oh, you know what? If you give me this much, I can make that work for you. Come on, we've been in the business long enough. We know stuff like that from eons ago has happened in the past.
I wonder what else people are making.
Mm-hmm. Well, now
I don't know. That's crazy.
Now with all this AI stuff, just like he said, there's nothing, I mean, anything's possible.
Wow.
Yeah.
People faking W-2s and all the, I don't know. If you ask for someone's pay stub, what are they going on there and create a pay stub? Make sure they're making what they say they're making?
I mean, do you think that that's what they'd be doing? But again, it could be a little bit of both sides, and a little of covering of the eye, you know, a little like, you know, I see it, but I don't see it because I want to make this sale. You know, I see it, but I don't see it, but I got to make that quota by the end of the month. You know, that type of,
Yeah, because the bank asks for verification, so they must be making fake pay stubs.
It's possible.
Wow,
it's possible.
Okay.
It's happening, y'all. It's happening. Managers and GMs and those that listen and follow us, pay attention, because these things, you'll be charged back, right? It's saying that the dealers are the ones.
Back,
The dealers are the ones that are being charged back. Okay, let's continue. Advanced Auto Parts was supposedly going out of business.
Well, closing stores.
Oh, well, right. Closing how many stores? Like 700 stores, a lot of stores.
260 or something like that.
Okay. Well, I found this. Actually, I think it was on Valuetainment.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was.
PBD getting on this car stuff.
Yeah, he is. So here it is. Advanced Auto Parts to open 130 new stores. So they're closing a bunch of them, but I guess they're changing the way they're doing things here. I want to read the what do you call that? The information on it, because it's quite interesting. So they had everybody on the edge, like, oh my God, you know, this is happening. This is going, you know, all these stores, you know, and at the end, what's going to happen? But it seems that they're just revamping everything.
Like changing their business plan or where they're going to put the stores or something like that?
Yep. Advanced Auto Parts has completed the closure of 700 stores as part of a
Restructuring?
Why did you lower the music?
Restructuring?
Yeah, plan and is now focusing on expansion with plans to open at least 130 new locations by 2027. This expansion includes 60 larger market hub stores designed to offer a broader range of products and enhance same-day delivery capabilities, particularly in the Midwest. These market hubs will carry between 75,000 to 85,000 items compared to the standard 20 to 25,000 in typical stores, aiming to improve availability and service speed. The company has already opened 6 new stores this year and plans to open another 30 more locations in 2025, positioning itself for long-term growth despite recent challenges.
Wow. So that's more of the O'Reilly's business model.
Really?
They have huge warehouses across those like locally, you know.
So, I guess that saying that they say you have to lose some to gain some or something like that. You have to lose money to make money or whatever. I guess it's working out for them. I mean, they're going from, the 75 to 85, 20,000, 25,000, 25,000, that will carry more they're going to carry more items from the 20 to 25. Now they're going from 75,000 to 85,000 items. That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
like I wonder
in their warehouse, not in the parts stores.
Yeah, but okay, yeah.
So they can have quicker, like you can get to the depot quicker. That's what they want to do.
Right.
So they can go. So they'll have depot, like how Amazon flew up everywhere, so you get same day delivery. This is what they're trying to do.
Yeah, and it might, and it looks like it might work because everybody wants everything. Ahora mismo. Yeah. All right. I thought that was very fascinating.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That they're making a comeback.
They just figured out, they saw. Shout out to the CEO. He saw something that was failing, stopped it, made a decision, and now they created another business plan.
Do you remember the story behind this Advanced Auto Parts?
With the Christian guy,
the Christian guy that initially owned it, and how he opened up that university, and how he was. Man of faith, go back a couple of episodes and you'll find this. I did a deep dive on the history on Advanced Auto Parts and where it came from and who was the initial owner and creator of this. They ended up selling to Sears and Roebuck or whatever.
Yeah, way back.
Yeah. But in any case, it's a wonderful story, and you can look it up yourself. Google it, find it, Chat GPT, Gronk it.
Gronk it. Yeah, don't use Chat GPT.
All right.
What's next?
Another thing that is fascinating. I'm telling you, that times are just, I believe America's getting better and greater. I don't care what anybody say. These tariffs are working. You know why?
Why?
I'll tell you why. Because Honda moves the Civic production to the U.S.
It was being made in Mexico. That explains everything.
Well. What do you know? What do you know, man?
Wow, your Japanese car was made not even in America, in Mexico.
In Mexico. And so here it is. It's coming. Your Honda Civic is going to be made in America.
It's the Civic type car, too.
Bravo.
Nice.
I don't think I have any more information on this.
Do I have a hand clap?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Clap and cheer. Oh, no. Next generation Civics will be built in Indiana instead of Mexico to avoid the 25% tariffs on goods from Mexico.
It's a bad little car right there, though.
Looks like the tariffs are working.
What? The tariffs are working.
Yes, sir. Yes,
but, I mean, listen, if I can keep more of my money in my paycheck, I'm okay paying more when I buy something. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But it doesn't tell the rest of the world.
Because they have the wrong mind mentality.
Yeah. Okay. I thought that was fabulous.
Those are all the women walking around with Gucci bags.
All right. Going down this
rabbit hole
PSA thing I want to put out there. The Facebook market and the what's that, Craigslist and all that.
Oh, I haven't been on that in years.
Sellers, beware. I found this, and it's something that it's very, very
Surveillance video shows the three men as they check out the car. They had responded to an ad on Craigslist. The owner says he opened the front hood, and that's when one man told him to go to the back of the car. Art Hernandez says that's when the two men in the front started sabotaging the vehicle. He says this video shows one of the suspects tampering with a cable.
And you can see him clearly reaching into the engine compartment and disconnecting one of the sensors, something electronic, and that's what threw the check engine light on my car and made it run like heck.
Hernandez says they also poured oil on the engine and it started smoking, and you can see some of the oil still on the ground. Hernandez says he was confused and the men kept pressuring him. They offered him $400 to buy the car and he agreed, but he felt something just wasn't right, so he looked at his surveillance video and saw what had happened, realizing they damaged the car to get a lower price. Hernandez filed a police report, and officials told him this could be considered a felony. He wants to get the word out so that no one else becomes a victim. Surveillance video shows the three men as they check out the car. They had responded.
What? Is that something? I mean, what? The interweb. The interweb.
Man, that's some shady stuff right there.
I mean, how he told him to go to the back of the car while the other two in the front.
Why are you letting the customer run your sale?
Well, he probably didn't know any better. And then so many cases like this. Like, people are just, they're not aware. But this is why we're here, to tell you the truth.
Go to the back of your car. Tell me where to go. It's my house, my car.
Yeah. Well, he's probably like, can you tell me how this works back here or something, you know? Like,
yeah.
Yeah. And they put oil on the car.
I mean, I don't know.
$400. I wonder what he wanted for it originally.
I mean, I know you want $6,000 for it, but look, it's leaking oil and the check engine light is on.
Yeah.
You'd be like, wow, it wasn't like that when I parked it yesterday.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what happened. Y'all beware, buyers beware, sellers beware. There's quirks out there. If you see something fishy, go with your gut. Cancel the thing. Cancel the stuff.
Tell
like,
me,
you know
get
what?
out of here.
Never mind. I don't feel right about this. Let me go. And they're like, no. You better go because I'm going to call 911.
Yeah.
I don't feel right about this.
And don't let them come to your house, man.
No. Meet somebody somewhere else. This guy looks like they were in well, you know what? In this case, it was good because he had cameras in front of his house. So in this case, it was a good deal. But it's not a good idea. We've said this before, that you invite somebody to come to your house to buy a car, sell a car, whatever the case may be. Don't bring them to your dwelling place. Not a good idea. Stranger danger. All right. Anything else you want to say about that?
Oh, no. Let's move on.
No. Okay, hang on. Let me see where I am. Body shops and insurance claims. We know a lot about this. Another PSA, y'all. Another PSA. Beware. Your insurance companies. We've talked about this plenty of times before, but this is a little in depth. A little more in depth.
And your collision coverage is supposed to make you whole. Well, the drivers I heard from said it made them sick when they saw their repairs up close.
I'm not getting back in that car. I'm not getting back in that car.
Bill says she thought because it was a preferred shop, it would actually be repaired to a higher standard.
Nationally known repair inspector Bill Byrne says Geico and other large insurers use preferred body shops not for the quality of work, but for cost-cutting shortcuts.
They deceive the consumer. To me, it's nothing more than consumer fraud.
You gonna get it back to me stitched together? It's not right.
This means a poor repair, a safety hazard. The occupants in the car are in danger.
And others don't.
That's not true.
Oh, it is true.
It certainly isn't true in the case of this replacement hood for a Honda. It's made in Taiwan, but already coming apart.
I want it the way that it was supposed to be, and with fake parts from Taiwan is not the way it's supposed to be.
Progressive Insurance says they didn't choose the body shop, the owner did.
They didn't
like the owner knows.
give me a
That's where
choice
you
as
told
to
them to
where
go.
I wanted to take it. They just told me to take it to.
She's right.
Right. Go ahead. She said she wanted to take it somewhere else, and they said, no, take it to here. Right? Is that what she's saying?
Yes.
To their preferred body shop. Well, cosmetically, to me, it looked fine. But once I got in and got down the street, it just started driving really crazy.
I carefully drove this shaking car right back to the insurance company's preferred auto body shop.
After an accident, who do you trust to fix your car? The I-Team found consumers who say they relied on body shop referrals made by their own insurance company, but the repairs could be putting their family and yours at risk.
Gaps in the... All right, I'm gonna stop it there. What do you suggest
So
to the
first, you can bring your car anywhere to be repaired.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, yes, the insurance company wants to put the crappy parts on your car, used parts on your car, or whatever. That's where everybody has to fight for the consumer.
Yes.
Body shop only pays $65 an hour,
That's
$45 an hour.
That's right.
So they're not making a lot of money as it is. Body shops or insurance companies don't pay out a lot of money. So like these body shops have to cut corners to make a profit, unfortunately.
Right.
And then insurance wants to give them cost for the part. So don't hold me to the numbers, but like a hood's $500, right? And then they'll take the $500 from the insurance claim, and then they'll buy that aftermarket Taiwan hood for $250, so they can try to profit some money, and then paint and supplies and miscellaneous charges that the insurance companies don't want to pay for, and then you got to haggle and do supplement claims, and there's all this stuff on the repair side that they can go to these little crappy preferred shops
when it comes to the mechanical
and then pay
part.
$30 an hour and don't have the greatest mechanics and body men and whatever working on them. It's just crazy.
It is.
And the parts are so expensive now too. With the cameras and all that.
They do not and they do not want to they don't want to pay for things. They don't want to replace things. They want us to repair things. A lot of the things when you're in an accident, they cannot be repaired. They need to be replaced. And so there's a cracked rim or something, and I'm not saying that all the time, but if there's a cracked rim, you really need to replace the rim, not repair it.
Yeah.
Because it's a danger. Like I think it's against the law if you weld a wheel rim or something like that.
Well, I don't know.
But in any case, they don't want to spend any money. They don't. So you as the consumer is when you have to, what are they putting on my car? You have to ask questions. That's what I would do. What are you putting in my car? And what is this part? And what is that? Ask questions. Even if you don't know, you can easily find out. Because that's what they're doing. They're cutting corners, and 9 times out of 10, these cars are not going to be put back how they were.
Yeah.
That's just the reality of it. And the insurance companies don't care. They care about this. They don't care about your safety. They just care about you. You're paying your premium, you're paying all that, and they just don't. They don't.
Yeah, all they care about is their bottom line at the end of the day.
That's right.
Especially if they're publicly traded.
So it's your another PSA. Ask questions. Let them see. I want to see what parts are going on my car. Are they Mitsubishi parts, or are they Nissan parts, or whatever? Are they factory parts? Because then you can get on the phone with the insurance company and say, you need to put this on my car. And 9 times out of 10, they will go your way, but you have to press. You have to press against these insurance companies. Because
listen, this isn't a dog in anybody, because insurance is ridiculous.
Yeah.
The prices. But if you're on something like the General or some other low budget insurance company, this is what you're getting, unfortunately.
That's true.
They're not going to fight for you to get the OEM parts.
Although she had Progressive, this lady.
I mean, I'm just saying. So if you have like the General or some other lower tier insurance company, that's what you're going to get. You're stuck with Taiwan aftermarket, fixing your wiring harness, whatever it is, the lowest way for them to get you out, because unfortunately you carried a higher premium, and that's why you had to go that direction.
Yeah. And even if something like this does happen to you, bring it to the dealership. Bring it to somebody that knows the product,
knows your car,
and they can tell you, hey, this is what was done wrong. This is not a OEM part, which is an original factory part. They did this wrong. Like, just pay the extra to bring it to the dealership. Pay the $100 and whatever it is that they're charging you for the hour, so they can look over. Listen, my car was in an accident, and I brought it to the body shop, and I just want to make sure that everything looks good and that nothing is dangerous. I mean, really, that's kind of like the bottom line, right? Don't you think?
Bring it to somebody that knows your car.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if the dealership has a body shop, go there.
Yeah.
You have the right to go anywhere. It's your car.
Right. Don't let the insurance company say, no, you have to bring it here. It's a lie. You can bring it wherever you want.
It's a lie.
Vamonos from here. We enough talking about the body shop's issues, and a lot of these insurance adjusters are great people too. I've met a lot of good insurance adjusters, Geico, Allstate, even Progressive, like great, and they will fight for the customer, but it's really not up to them. They just punch in the numbers. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're right.
Yeah. Okay.
They
the
go
other
on
day,
their little app. And they put in, okay, it needs this part, and there's one at the junkyard, and that's what it pays in labor. And
that's another thing too, right? I mean, they do get junkyard parts. They will send us to get parts.
They're still OEM parts.
Yeah.
They just didn't come from your car.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I forgot to mention that part. Yeah. All right, I want to move on. DMV. We went to the DMV the other day to get some plates for one of our cars, and we saw a notice up there, which
this notice was from like 2017.
And I've been there. We've been there. I've been there plenty of times, probably more than Matt has. And he pointed this out to me, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, what? That needs to be the law, like everywhere. So here's what this says. It says if your child support is past due, you can't renew your registration.
Yeah. And if your child support...
Way to get them, Texas.
I like it. They're like, I can't see it. It says,
what?
What's it say again?
It says if your child support is past due, you can't renew
You can't renew.
You can't renew. I think that's absolutely amazing. I mean, I don't know if this is probably not in other states, because I remember back home, plenty of my girlfriends were like not getting any child support, and I mean, it's a nightmare going back and forth to court, and it's crazy. But if this needs to go to every state.
Do you think their man was driving a registered vehicle?
Oh yeah, you're probably right. You got a point, Matt Pollard. You got a great big point. I grew up in the ghetto, and this is just, there's a different lifestyle, from.
You think that Mercedes or that BMW is registered?
Oh, jeez. But anyway, this is a good thing.
But in Connecticut, if your property taxes were past due, you couldn't register.
That's true.
But your child support, we don't care about the kids.
Yeah.
We care about the property. We don't care about your kids.
Oh my goodness, you're so right about that. But I found that fascinating. I'm like, this needs to be
How many times? Oh, your taxes are late. Oh my God, I gotta leave. And you could only go to like 4 places in Connecticut to get registered,
or to register the car. Yeah. Anyways, I found that very interesting, and I'm like, what? Like Matt saw that from a mile away. You can't got that eagle eye sees everything.
I may not see it too well, but I can see it.
He's like, what does that say? What is that? That says something about not registering.
I said, what is that? What does that say? I saw child support. I was like,
all right. Let's go really quickly through this. This is our boy, Brian Mello. He's actually talking about cars that don't depreciate. Is that right? Don't depreciate.
Yeah, the least depreciation.
Least depreciation vehicle. So pay attention, y'all. Your next car, make sure it's one of these, because they won't depreciate. The moment you drive out the car, the dealership with a brand new car, your vehicle starts losing.
Except for 2021.
Yeah. Except for 2021.
Yeah. These are the top 10 vehicles that depreciate the least over the course of 5 years. And I guarantee a few of these will surprise you. The data comes courtesy of IC Cars, who analyzed over 800,000 5-year-old used vehicles that were sold between March of 2024 and February of 2025, with the vehicles being ranked based on the average depreciation off of their MSRP over that 5 years. Starting at number 10 is the Toyota Corolla hatchback, with an average 5-year depreciation of 30.1%. Number 9 is the Porsche 718 Boxster, 29.6%. Number 8, the Ford Mustang, 29.2%, followed closely by the number 7 Toyota Tundra at 29.1%.
Tacoma.
Number 6, we've got the Chevy Camaro depreciating by 28% over 5 years.
Wow.
And in 5th, also losing 28%, is the Honda Civic. 4th place is the Chevy Corvette at 27.2%, followed by the Toyota Tacoma in 3rd at 26%. In 2nd, we have the Porsche 718 Cayman with an average depreciation of 21.8%. And finally, at number 1, and I hope that most of you know this one because it is, of course, the Porsche 911 with an average 5-year depreciation of just 19.5%. But let me know if any of these results surprised you.
That's my car.
That's pretty great, huh?
Yeah, that's an investment car. That's
yeah. What were you saying about 2021?
Well, COVID year, the new cars were cheaper than used cars.
That's
so
true.
your value went up.
That's right.
When I bought my Tacoma, the owner of the store says, "Matt, you sell this truck, I'll fire you." And I was like, "Relax, dude. Give me a year, then I'll sell it."
That's great. We got to hurry up. We're losing a lot of time here, and I want to get into actually, you know what? Yeah, let's just do this one really quickly, and then we'll get into the other one. The drone batteries. There are certain I don't know if it's car parts or if it's Walmart. I know Walmart is using drones to deliver stuff to people's vehicles, and I don't know if this is that case, but this has been all over the internet, and it's a little crazy. So here's this lady, and I don't know if she's even a repair shop or a parts shop, but she's putting her baby in the back there.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe it's well, we gotta talk through it because somebody's not watching video.
Yeah.
She's got like this Ford Escape. She put her baby in the car. She's going into the car. Pocketbook, keys, baby in car. Okay.
Yeah.
Now she's going back into the. I think it's a garage, a repair facility. Yeah, it's gotta be a repair facility.
Yeah, looks like it.
I'm not saying you direct your sunglasses. Thank you.
She left her sunglasses.
Yeah, it's a car. So I mean, look, something just falls out of the sky and hits her car.
Yeah.
Like it blew the windshield out.
And dented the top of the hood.
Yes.
The top of the roof of the car.
Baby's crying hysterically back there.
The baby was left in the car when she ran out.
Correct. I mean, whatever. Like, what's wrong with that?
And the guy comes
And this guy clearly heard what happened.
Yeah. He was probably controlling the thing. He might have been the one controlling the actual. This is the weirdest.
I don't understand what's going on. Where did the drone come from?
Let me just pause it.
Who delivers batteries? The video says battery.
Yeah, battery delivered by drone, or battery falls off a drone or something. Whatever the drone was carrying fell on top of this car and smashed it. It's a mystery. I don't know if you've seen this video before and you know something about it.
Can you still shot it and go into the license plate?
No, I tried looking at the license plate. I tried looking at that truck, that Jeep in the front is a company.
Yeah.
Excuse me, is a company truck of that repair facility, and I couldn't make it out. I couldn't. I looked. Believe me, I did the research and I couldn't get anything. I went online and used CNJ, CLG. But anyways, I couldn't find out who the company was. If you know about this video, let us know, because all I saw in the comments were people raving about that the woman left the baby in the car for 10 seconds or whatever. Like, anything could happen in 10 seconds. And I mean, again, I agree. I do agree. She probably shouldn't have left the baby in there, even if she went inside for 2 minutes. That's just me. I don't think it was right. But
I would have.
Could you imagine if something would have happened? That thing fell on the
Whether she was in or out of the car, something still can happen.
Well, we're going to agree to disagree on that one. But
people without kids are the ones saying, "Why are you leaving your kid in the car?"
You're probably right. All right. Something great happened. Great happened with in Mercedes. And we love dogs. We're dog lovers. And this is just a wonderful thing.
Pet the dog.
Yeah. It's a wonderful thing that happened with this little puppy. And Mercedes had a lot to do with it. And it's just quite amazing. And here it is. As soon as it plays. A disabled doggy was given a Mercedes-Benz wheelchair. The sweetest little doggy. He's missing his hind legs. And I just thought it was just precious that Mercedes, like, look, he got a little badge in the front, but there's a video that we're going to play. Look at him. Look at the feeling. Little clapping for him. And his name is on the front of the car.
I wonder if the dealership did some kind of charitable thing.
Bunny's Ben. Look at the wheels.
They got camber in it and everything, so
I thought that was
he looks so happy. Look at him.
I
love it.
So
looks like a miniature Luna.
So cool, so cute.
Toyota makes stuff for handicapped athletes, and Mercedes-Benz makes things for handicapped dogs.
Yeah. How about Lamborghini? What does Lamborghini?
What did they do?
You want to see what Lamborghini is building?
I would like Lamborghini too.
Look at what they're doing.
Selling a $5,000 baby stroller. That's it, right?
$5,000 for a Lamborghini baby stroller. It's a nice stroller. It's got Lamborghini. I don't know if I paid $5,000 for that thing.
You had some gangster fabric.
Could be. I don't know what kind of Lamborghini that is, but I guess. Okay.
Not sure. It's a URS or something.
Oh.
Yours, right there.
Yeah, okay, there it is. Yeah, so it's designed.
Well, that's probably the only Lamborghini you're gonna put
a baby seat.
Yeah, that thing.
Car seat. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's nice, but $5,000 too rich for my blood.
That's a car payment.
Sorry, bacon.
That's the Lamborghini car payment.
Yeah, right. Look at the wheels.
I saw one today at lunch. We saw an orange one.
A Lamborghini?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what Lamborghini's doing. Mercedes is making wheels for doggies, and Lamborghini's selling $5,000 strollers.
$5,000 strollers.
How do you like that?
I like them strollers.
Well, it's getting people's attention.
That's really cool.
That is.
I like that people give back.
All right, Matt Pollard. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, let's go.
You ready for it? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here. GG Maps, Got Guns, Meat, and Potatoes. And we're going to talk about some God, some guns, and some meat and potatoes. You ready, Matt Pollard? He's like, oh, I think so.
Well,
yeah.
This disrespectful.
Sorry.
This disrespectful, no good person from Texas shouldn't even be
so disrespectful.
Here.
So.
Oh, hang on, I'm reconnecting. Okay, I'm back. And like this should be a politician in California or Massachusetts or New York or something like that. I don't know. There is some. There's been controversy with this individual since she got here.
Yeah, creating much drama and just all right. Let's play and let's show the people what we're talking about.
And because we in these hot ass Texas streets, honey. Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing.
What does that have to do with these hot A streets here in Texas?
First of all, she's at a human rights charity thing or whatever, and you're making fun of somebody in a wheelchair. Although she claims that that's not what it was, that she didn't.
Then why else would she say it?
She wasn't talking about. But in the past, there's been other interviews that they referred to Governor Abbott as Hot Wheels or whatever, or made fun of him.
For those that don't know, our governor is handicapped. He's in a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
He had a tree fall on him when he was jogging in, I'm going to say Houston.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's from Houston. And he had a tree fall on him back in the 80s or 90s.
When he was little, I thought.
And yeah, he's paralyzed from the waist down, I believe.
Nothing to make fun of. Nothing to say Hot Wheels or whatever.
But if that was a white man to a black female Democrat in a wheelchair, how do you think that would go?
Yeah, not so well. Not so well. And she's like, the way she's talking, I mean, have some this whole ghetto persona thing, that's not even who she is.
No, she went to Ivy League schools, has wealthy parents.
If you go back, you look for her in earlier years when she was a lawyer or whatever, when she was even running for that spot that she's in. This wasn't the way that she spoke. But here, let me play the rest of this real quick.
The only thing hot about him is that he is a hot ass mess, honey. So yes. And because we in these.
So disrespectful, like the foul mouth. Why do you have to speak like that? Seriously?
Did you your speech was tanking, so you had to start making fun of? I'd like to listen to the whole speech.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Was that Benny? I know, I couldn't stand it.
Yes, that was Benny.
Dude, I don't know who's worse, listening to her mouth or Kamala Harris.
Yeah, really her, because she swears so much. Like, this is part of her persona right now, is like the filthy mouth. Even when she's at Congress, even when she's like out in the House. Is it the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're talking to each other or debating whatever they're debating to agree or not agree on. You should hear the way that she speaks. Like, it's It's just not cool.
I remember when her and
she's bad
was
representation.
it Marjorie Taylor Greene or
Margaret
whatever?
Greene, yeah, Margaret Taylor Greene, yes, her.
She was going back and forth with her, right?
And she says some things, and she says some things. Like Margaret didn't say some nice things either, but that it was just all uncalled for and so unprofessional.
Yeah.
It's just anyway. All right, I was gonna play Crockett's opponent and what he thinks of her. I guess he's trying to take her. He's a Republican. He's trying to take her spot.
Well, let's go.
You want to hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because there's a lot of other stuff I want to get into, and we're running out of time. But yeah, let's hear a little bit of what he has to say.
People of North Texas and the people of TX30 absolutely deserve more than what they're getting from Jasmine Crockett. But here's the deal about Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett didn't get elected based on any past show of successful results. She's never, ever been successful in any leadership role that she's ever had, ever. Okay? Before she came to Dallas County, and this is just now being uncovered, before she came to Dallas County, she was in Bowie County, Texas, which is a rural part of East Texas, right? And I don't know how she landed in Bowie County, right? Because I'm from Grayson County, not too far from Bowie County. I know what the people are like there, and how she ended up there, I don't know, but we will be investigating that as well. But she was appointed, or she talked her way into becoming the party chair for the Democratic Party out in Bowie County. Now, part of being the party chair is being able to organize the county, right, and get all the Democrats together and appoint precinct chair, all these things. Jasmine, her performance at just carrying out basic party chair duties was so abysmal, right, that they had to politely invite her to step down. So she got fired from her very first leadership job in politics at the county level. Then she pops up in Dallas County all of a sudden.
At the
and
county
she's this Democrat
level.
Party darling. She's well funded, right? She's taking pictures with Soros. And, and now we're finding that all these so-called grassroots donations that she amassed over these past few years are actually not from people even in our district. The people who they are alleged to have come through don't even know about these donations. And so where did the money come from? Who's funding her? And does this explain why she's on Capitol Hill behaving this way? The word around D.C. right now is that even within the Democratic Party, Jasmine Crockett is kind of not taken very seriously as a legislator. She's not going to be able to get any laws passed. She's not going to be able to get anything done. And so the only thing she
hasn't passed any laws. She hasn't done anything.
Nobody takes her serious.
But run her mouth. That's all she's done.
She's just a puppet.
She's just showing her ugly colors. Like, those aren't even her real colors.
No.
Really, because she's just putting up an act.
I think she's just doing what the donors want her to do.
That's true. Yeah,
and,
that's true. There's much more that he said. But you see that? She's not built for leadership. She's not really doing anything but running her mouth and yapping and making noise and making herself look terrible.
It's funny how we're broken into counties, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like this big state, right? We're all broken into these little individual counties, and we all have different views and different. It's pretty. It's pretty cool.
So going down the Democratic line tube, how about Ukraine?
The line tube.
The line tube. There you go. How about this resort in Ukraine? Look at this.
Oh, I don't know about this one.
Oh my goodness, you got to see this wonderful resort.
Is Ukraine building a luxury ski resort? The answer to that question is yes. The resort's going to feature 41 ski slopes, 25 hotels with 55 rooms, and an extensive lift infrastructure. And construction already began last October. This is being funded by Ukraine's largest gas station network and BlackRock. Which is interesting considering BlackRock is one of the companies that won the rebuilding contract for Ukraine. This is being built in the Lviv area. Here's a rendering of what the hotels and shops and boutiques and restaurants are going to look like. Here's a look at the slopes on the front side of the mountain. Here's a more extensive view of the various ski runs. When ski season is over, the mountain will be open for people that want a mountain bike ride or go hiking. Will all be completed with state-of-the-art ski lifts and gondolas. I had no idea this was even a thing, but yesterday when I posted that Zelensky was asking Europe for at least $5 billion more, I got so many comments like these, I had to look into it, and to my disbelief, it was true. Which raises a lot of questions, like, is Ukraine in this dire state? Or are they in a position to be building luxury ski resorts that aren't set to open until 2028, 2029? Or are both things true? As always, I want to hear what you think about all.
Interesting, huh?
Wow. And you wonder where all your money went.
You asked about the gondola. Gondola is like in Italy, when those big boats that people.
We have those in San Antonio.
Yeah, like the Venetian Hotel has them on the roof.
Oh, okay. What's that? Why would that be the ski resort?
Why what?
Why would a gondola be in a ski resort?
Those things also, I guess those I don't know. I thought maybe those, they refer to those things as gondolas, those ski lift things.
You can tell we never skied in our life.
I don't know, but that's what
you're talking about.
A gondola to me is one of those things in Italy. Maybe they have, who knows? Maybe they do have a canal there or something. It's a $15 billion.
Yeah, right. They flood the place in the summer. Like gondolas go up and down the slopes.
Oh my goodness, it's insane, these things, and BlackRock being involved. Like, come on, what is happening?
BlackRock is some dirty folk, man.
They don't even hide it, honey. They don't even hide it. It's out there like...
The corruption is in your face.
It's right in your face.
You don't even...
Yeah.
You're like, oh, the Democrats. Oh. Yay, Democrats.
No, Elon. Bad orange man.
Elon's bad. He's finding corruption.
Okay.
All right, what's next, Steven?
No, I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna skip
Steven?
I'm gonna skip Steven because it's just more about the Tesla cars, and I'm just over it with all the stuff that people keep doing. It's just the most stupidest thing.
But you know what this is doing? It's making people like us want to buy one of these cars.
Yeah.
Now.
Oh yeah.
Because we want to be come hit my car.
Yeah.
Come, I dare you.
I wanted to go into.
Oh wait, hang on. I want to say something about this. And if you're worried about him taking your Social Security, it's because you're taking it fraudulently.
Mm-hmm.
And if you keep threatening people's things, things are probably going to happen.
Well, you know what? You keep putting stuff on the internet. You keep putting these comments that sound like threats.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good look. It's
No.
not a good look, honey.
No.
Not a very good look that you keep, you express yourself the way you do with a threatening, in a threatening
manner, tone, however you want to say it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not good. No bueno.
No.
They're writing it down, and they're checking in the list, and you don't want them. I don't know, man. Anyways, we digress away from that. The devil is a liar. He's always working, always trying to work, but you know what? The blood of Jesus is against you. And on the other day, there was a satanic ceremony that was trying to take place. What? Yeah. Here, let me play this real quick here.
Man, I don't get on this as much.
Yeah, well, it was actually Marcus Rogers was the one that kind of enlightened me on this. So here are the Christians singing in front. Actually, I got the report right here. Look it up.
Puppies. Yeah, that's going to be copyrighted.
Oh, but it's people singing. Okay. So on March 28, 2025, Michael Stewart, president of the Satanic Grotto, led a black mass ceremony at the Kansas state capitol. This event was intended as a form of protest and drew significant opposition from the Catholic Church. The situation escalated when Stewart attempted to perform the ritual inside the Capitol building, leading to a confrontation with the protesters and his subsequent arrest.
Wow.
After an altercation, dueling rallies by Christians and Satanists at the Kansas State House filled downtown Topeka, and chants of Christ is King and Hail Satan. They're going back and forth, right? And so, and at least 2 instances of physical violence. What began as plans for a satanic black mass on the planned last day of the regular legislative session elicited a larger response by Christians than the Satanists. Yeah, it drew more Christians. So most lawmakers had already left the night. So what happened was the Archbishop Joseph Naumann had previously filed a lawsuit accusing the Satanic Grotto of stealing a consecrated host, which in Catholicism is the unleavened bread distributed at Catholic Mass that have been blessed by a priest. But Naumann dropped the lawsuit after Michael Stewart, the president of the Satanic Grotto, testified that the wafers were lawfully purchased. Like all this beef is going on right in this town. And so Stewart led the so-called Black Mass on the eastern steps of the Capitol building as he presented a communion wafer, a communion wafer. You know what you take for communion, the little paper wafer. Presented a communion wafer. A counter-protester who has snuck past the barriers separated the various Christian groups, and Satan has snatched the wafer from Stewart, and it fell to the ground. Then what did Stewart do? Stewart punched the man on the ground, and police detained, Stewart, even though the other guy did that. And there he is punching the guy in the face. There he is. There is because, that's what the devil does. The devil comes with violence. The devil comes, to steal, kill, and destroy. But I got a better picture. Let me play it from there.
It's a good shot.
Yeah. Right in the kisser.
I think I'm confused on what's going on here.
Well, there was a beef going on from before between him and the Catholic priest. There he is, and they're taking him away.
I'm all for Christians getting involved in things, like get out of the four walls.
Yeah.
Like, it's not all about having church all the time,
right.
Like being in the sanctuaries. But don't go out there and
provoke.
And provoke.
Yeah.
And don't go out there and argue with people. And don't go out there and make a fool of yourself and full of the body of Christ. Singing in public, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't mind that one bit. And I think that's
the
scriptural.
Opposite. Yeah.
But we're not out here to argue with people. We're not out here to debate people. We're not out here
I agree.
We're not supposed to do that.
I agree.
You plant the seed, you move on. You plant the seed, you move on.
I agree.
If they take the seed and want more, they're going to entertain it and then continue to have a conversation. If it turns into a debate, stop and walk away. It's not about debating them.
So here, this is more of what these Christians did. Stewart punched the man, and he was detained. Shortly after the Black Mass, Stewart entered the building, something he promised to do, despite Governor Laura Kelly's directing that no protest take place inside the building. On the first floor rotunda, Stewart began reciting a satanic verse. When someone reached for the paper reach for the piece of paper he was holding. After the second attempt to grab at Stewart punched the man in the face. So two people got punched in the face
for no reason.
For putting their hands on other people's property. But the Saints came out. They came out in numbers, and they did what they do. Unfortunately, they tarnished it by creating more mess. But let's keep going.
So nobody won in this situation.
Nobody won, but they represented for Christ out there, I guess. I wanted to show you this because we were talking about earlier about the goldfish.
The ones you eat?
No, real goldfish. And I found this a couple of weeks back, and I've been meaning to show you because it's too funny. Oh, here it is. Oh my God, you ready for this? These fishes in such a big, here, and I'll show you. Look how big. They
found Nemo?
Look how big these 67-pound goldfish.
How is that?
And they're being invasive because they're eating all the fishes. Yeah, they're eating.
They're calling it the megalodon goldfish. It's a very serious warning from the United States Fish and Wildlife Service about goldfish. These little cute guys you see right here. Do not release them into the wild, according to our government, because they can, quote, balloon into giant football-sized invaders. Yes, they seem fragile and dependent on us, but they can get this big. No. Wow. This was in a waterway in Pennsylvania. Whoa! Just the other day. That big and even bigger. They're calling it the megalodon goldfish. A couple years ago, a guy caught a 67-pounder.
That's a goldfish?
So you release them into the wild, and apparently something flicks in their brain, and they rewild, and they eat fish eggs, they eat algae, they eat insects, they eat other fish.
But they're finally able to eat other real food.
It's a and
the flakes.
They have the little flakes. They want to eat your hand. They want to take the whole hand off. And they live for 40 years.
Savages.
Oh my God. There are apparently now millions of them. Thank you very much, children of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Millions of them in the Great Lakes that are invasive.
Oh man! Wow, I didn't realize they got that big. And can they?
So what you're supposed to do, and this is also hilarious, is rehome them. So find someone who will take your goldfish.
Where would you put that?
Or you can use them in bait. It's legal in 16 states. Check your local listings.
16
What?
states.
What?
16
I don't want to
states.
kill them. What?
I wouldn't want to kill them.
But that's why they're killing everything else.
Yeah, they're invasive. They're
usually you flush them down the toilet when they're dead, not alive.
I don't know. That's crazy.
You're not taking care of this thing. I'm getting rid of it.
That is so crazy. Is that insane or what? I mean, it's a true story. It's true.
That's nuts. That's the first I've ever heard of that.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's get into some food.
Goldfish?
Yeah, besides this goldfish. This produce code. I'm not sure if you all know, but another PSA for y'all. But produce has a little sticker on them.
Yes.
Your peppers, your oranges and stuff. And there's a code on that sticker. On that sticker. Yeah. And depending on the code, it tells you whether it's organic, whether it's been hit with pesticides, and there's a whole graph for it and everything. I was like, whoa, did not know this. But here, watch the video. This guy tell us all about it.
Y'all, please look at these labels. It could be the difference of you being healthy or sick. Let me put y'all on game about these labels on produce. All organic produce starts with the number 9, and normally it's a 5-digit number. That's what you should buy. If the number starts with a 4 and it's like a 4-digit number, that is GMO. You should not buy that. Y'all have to stop being cheap with y'all food. And if it starts with a 3 and it's a 4-digit number, it's being sprayed with pesticide or chemicals. Please stay away from these commercial companies. They fill their food with chemicals, and they are able to buy organic labels and stick it on their product. Please share this video with anyone you love. If it starts with a 4 or a 3, please do not give that to your kid. It's either GMO or it's been sprayed with chemicals and pesticide. Y'all stay healthy, stay blessed. Peace.
Thank you,
y'all,
sir.
please look at these labels.
What do you say about that, huh?
Yeah, that's true.
And so I looked it up, and sure enough, here it is. Sure enough, the 4-digit codes, which are for bananas, is 4011. Conventionally grown with pesticides and fertilizers.
Yep.
5-digit code starting with 9 are for organic bananas, organically grown without synthetic pesticides or fertilizers. So look for the 9s. 5-digit code with 8. 84011 for GMO bananas, genetically modified, is what GMO means. And it says that, according to what I looked up, it says it's rarely used in stores, but that's a lie from the enemy because I've seen it. Yep. So pay attention to your food. We tell you, we kind of,
we try to
warn you. Do it, because a lot of us are getting sick in our bodies, and it's not because of flu, it's not because somebody got us sick, it's because of the food that we're eating.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay, Matt Pollard.
Everything was so much better in the 90s, 80s, and 90s.
Yeah.
The cars were so much better. The food was so much better. People weren't so obese. There was not all this.
True.
The peanut allergy table at the school, or the safe space at the school, and people weren't so.
Yeah, like, fragile. People are not so
everything
fragile.
Just get, like, you think things would get so much better with technology, but it's like everything is just stagnant and stupid. Like the cars are the same, boring cars. An airplane hasn't been updated since the 60s. Like,
my goodness, you're talking
ridiculous.
Right. All right, man. Let's get into some automotive laughs, and then
we'll
land this plane.
Oh, a 1960s 747 or 70s, I don't remember.
All right, this guy, I don't know if you know who he is, Tim Bouchette. He's one of the representatives, and he was encountered out. This video has gone viral. He was encountered outside of Congress, I believe it was, or maybe the White House. I'm not sure, one of the two.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't remember.
But it is so funny. Yeah. Check this out.
Congressman Perry, do you trust Trump's national security team to keep our war plans top secret?
Do you trust your mother every night to fix your Hot Pockets and make sure your Game Boy is turned on?
That's savage.
Do you trust Trump's national security?
That was funny.
Absolutely wonderful.
But that just goes to show you his age.
Absolutely. Well, no, he looks like a grown man. I mean, look at his face. Look at the old man.
Yeah,
okay, you're talking about Tim Boucher. Yeah,
he said Game Boy. Game Boys are like 1990. 2000. I don't even remember.
I found that to be hilarious how he shut him down.
I like the fact that politicians just say it how it is now, and they're not worried about losing their seat.
Right.
Thank you, President Donald J. Trump.
Too funny. Yeah, because they're taking a note out of his book. Really, just be honest. Just be truthful.
They know what we want. We want truth.
Yeah. If you're being honest and truthful, and you might hurt some feelings, but you ain't got nothing to hide, and you see what you see is what you get.
For sure.
Kind of like us. Anyway. Was that? No?
Yeah. No, you're right. It is what it is.
All right, people.
Hey, guess what? Please like, subscribe, and share. Again, we're going to remind you every episode until you do it.
Do it now. Hurry up. Go ahead. We'll give you some time.
All right, you're out of time. So if you want to reach out to us on the net, if you have any questions, if you want to talk, help with business, direction in life, and scriptural help, and just, if you want any help like that, marriage advice, whatever it is, tell us on the next minute.com/Matthew Potter.
We're going to put the information right now.
This week we will put that in the socials as well. And then, of course, you can find us on all the podcast platforms, as well as YouTube. And then we're on all the social platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Listen, if you like the way that if you like the way the setup we have, reels that we put out there to keep you, laughing and informed, even without watching the whole podcast. If you want to do your own podcast, whether it's audio or visual, Riverside is what we do it with. We do Riverside is so easy. The clips, they give you magic clips, which cuts out all the reels for you, and we'll add the link to that too, so you can click on it and just check it out. And listen, anybody can get on a microphone and start speaking. Speak your mind, but speak the truth. You know what the truth is? Christ is King. You know what the truth is? Jesus is Lord, to the glory of God the Father. And He's coming soon. There's no other way to live but to live for Christ. No other way. Also, PTL Global. PTL Global is our consulting business. So I'll put up the information up there too. If you want to endeavor into the service advisor department, into the service department, hit us up. Call us, info@PTL Autoworks. Send us an email and we'll send you the information. It's easy. Women empowerment, women, cashiers, receptionists. If you want to become the service advisor, top dollar making service advisor, reach out to us. Info@PTLAutoworks.com.